everyone, it's Deb again. I just wanted to give you an update on my Inergy Apex here and regarding the accuracy of the display. The reason why I'm doing this right now in particular is because I'm in the middle of making a review video for my new Jackery 500 over here, and I had my big fan, that's what's running right now. I have my big fan plugged into here to test the AC port on it, and when it was running, the display here, the output was saying that it was 81 watts. And I thought, well, that's strange because I have this fan plugged into my Apex and it was running at over 100 watts. And so I plugged my kilowatt meter into the Jackery and I turned it on, it's on high, and it was reading around 81. It was very close to what the Jackery was saying. And so I thought, well, maybe I should check the accuracy, on this one. And sure enough, the kilowatt says 84, which is a little bit above what it said when it was plugged into the Jackery. But the real difference is right there. You see in the right-hand corner, upper right-hand corner, it says 104 watts. 105, sometimes it jumps to. So, as you can see, the display on this Apex is really off. It's really off. That's 20 watt difference right there. 84 to 104. That's a 20 watt difference. So it's not like you can get one of these anymore anyways. They stopped selling these and it got the new model out. It's called the Flex. And so hopefully that model will be more accurate, because that's really bad. I didn't do this kilowatt before on my big fan, so I didn't realize how far off it was. I just trusted that, hey, my fan takes over 100 watts when it's on high, but it doesn't. It's taking much less than that, and so I don't know what that means in the long run. Excuse me. I don't know what that means in the long run as far as, like, is it draining it faster because of that, or, I don't know. But I just thought I'd let anybody who's interested know that that display is not accurate. So, I mean, I knew it was kind of fudgy anyways because it's really bad at fluctuating, but I just kind of figured that the actual wattage being used was, semi-accurate, but I guess it's not. Alright, y'all, so I just wanted to show you what the fan is registering when it's running on high, and I have it plugged straight into my wall outlet. So that's a totally different number than I got on the Jackery and on the Apex. So I'm not quite sure where the inconsistency is coming from. I would imagine that this is probably the cleanest energy source I'm going to get, the most steady energy source I'm going to get. So I don't know what's going on, but this is on high, and on the Apex it was registering 84, while the Apex was saying it was 104, and then on the Jackery it was 81 and 81. So I'm not sure what to think, but I just wanted to follow up with that and show you what it normally should be reading. I'm pretty sure this is accurate. It's fairly new. Okay, so the only other thing I wanted to talk to you about is a malfunction that happened with my Apex, and that was back in May when I was making my herbal skin salve video. I was using this to make it, and I had turned it on to the right, and that's what engages both the AC and the DC. And when I went to turn it on, everything came on okay, just like that. It had more charge, of course, and everything, but and I'm not sure why it's showing 15 watts. I don't have anything pulling from here. It does not normally pull 15 watts just for that, but the fan kicked on. So obviously the fan and this display, that's how much it's pulling. But I don't even know. I don't even know how accurate this is. I honestly don't have any idea. But anyways, when I went to turn it on and use it with my hot plate, everything came on, but there was no electricity coming out of here. And my circuit breakers were not popped. And I have circuits over here that if something goes wrong, it, you know, it'll pop out and you can reset it. But I checked that and everything was okay. And I was really freaking out, to be honest. And I didn't know what to do. I thought I would just call them and, you know, the next day or whatever, because I think that was on Sunday or whatever. But then I got the idea that I wanted to see if these were working. These are my DC plugs. And so the only thing that I had at the time that ran on DC was my refrigerator. And so thankfully it has a really long cord, because this was sitting over there on my tables when I was making my salve. And so I strung this across the room and I plugged it in to see if at least the DC was working. And somehow, some way, just plugging this in and turning on my refrigerator, that fixed this. I don't know how to explain it, but when I plugged the DC in, that tripped something inside of this box and it made the AC start working again. So I don't know. I mean, I fixed it myself, and that's how I fixed it. I just plugged this in and I turned on my refrigerator, and all of a sudden the AC started to work. The inverter fan kicked on, which it's on right now. You can't hear it probably because of this fan. I'll turn that off. You can hear it, hopefully. So yeah, I thought it malfunctioned. It did malfunction. I thought it was dead, but just plugging this in and turning on my fridge fixed it. And ever since then it's been fine. I've used it several times since then. All the plugs work. So I don't know what happened, but that was my other malfunction, aside from this really wonky display that doesn't seem to be very accurate. That was the other thing that's happened to me, was it just stopped working, and then I fixed it, so at least it was fixable. Okay, you guys, so those have been my experiences with the Apex, and hopefully that's helpful to someone. Talk to you later. Bye.